So my battery is changed and my locks are down, so I'm going to show you guys the tools that I'm going to be using today. These are some Loc basically crochet needles. So I ordered them from Amazon. Of course, y'all know I love me at Amazon, so I am going to link the ones that I got down in this description below. So I got the 3 set. They come in 3. So this is the 0.75, and if you guys can see it, it has, I don't know if you guys can really see that, if it's gonna focus, but it does have like a little tiny hook on the end. And I got the 0.75, I got the 0.75. Well, they're all 0.75. Yeah, they're all 0.75. And so I have the 1 needle, the 2 needle, and the 3 needle. So FYI, my preference, I like to use the 3 needle. Whether my locks are, if I have a thin lock that I'm doing or a thicker lock, I just prefer to use the 3 needle. It just, in my preference, it just works better for me. That's just, you know, how I feel. So I prefer the 3 needle. So I am going to try to show you guys the one that I did the other day. I'm really kind of mad I didn't take a before picture. So basically, if you have, like, I'm sorry, I'm doing this like kind of out of camera. Don't look at my scalp, guys. So right after this, I'm actually going to wash my hair. Today's wash day for me. So I just want to do this before I kind of wash my hair. Let me get my phone really quick. Who texts me? No one. No one loves me. So I'm sorry if you guys still see some kind of flakage, but I have to go do my hair right after this. So I'm just going to separate the lock that I'm going to do. So if you guys see, like, I have like excess hair that should be in this lock, but it's not. So I just have like excess hair just like hanging out. So I'm going to kind of show you guys, you know, what I do. So if you need to get like, bobby pins or like little clips to clip the excess hair out of the way, if you need it, that's just the if you need it, then you do that. I don't preferably need it, so I'm not going to use that. So what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to show you a trick that I learned doing this in my hair. Okay, so I just had to add an extra light because I felt like it was a little bit too dark. So I'm going to actually show you guys a trick that I learned that I feel like works a little bit better. So what I've seen a lot of people do is they'll take their lock. So you have the excess hair that's hanging outside of your lock that you want to get in with your lock, right? So I've seen a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll take the lock and retwist at the root, and then, you know, the needles have the little hooks on it. So then they'll take it and, you know, so you basically have to kind of feel this through. A lot of people, they'll hook the excess hair onto the needle and then take it and push it through like that. I feel like that takes a little bit too much time and it's time consuming. But just the FYI, what I realized, when you take this lock and you retwist it like this and then you crochet it, it's actually making the lock thinner when you do that. When you twist and then you crochet, I feel like for me it makes the lock thinner. So I don't twist and crochet. All I do is I gather the hair together and I crochet so that lock can have that thickness rather than twisting it and it losing its volume, if you know, that kind of makes sense. Instead of taking it and twisting it, what I do is, you know, I'll just gather I'll just gather all the hair together. Okay. And I'm just going to hold it at the root. So you see all this excess hair that's just hanging out. I'm going to gather it at the root. And I'm going to take my needle. And I can actually feel the hair going through. It's a feeling process. You understand what I'm saying? So you can feel the excess hair going in, and you understand? You're just gonna do it in and out. That's it. In and out. So what I'll kind of do is like I do like a grabbing motion, push through and pull out. That's what I do. I grab the excess hair with the hook, push in, pull out. That's all I do. And again, like I said, I wasn't doing it like this the first time. That's why I practiced on the right side of my head before I did this video for you guys. You understand? And you can get like a little bit closer to the root. So because you didn't twist the root, you understand, you can kind of get a little bit closer to the roots. And make sure you go down the lock. So there's like no excess hair hanging out at the bottom that's not in that lock yet. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Legit, after 2 minutes, look at my lock. There's no more excess hair hanging out. You see how that is? And now when I go and I wash my hair, which I'm going to do in like 30 minutes. When I go and I wash my hair, it makes it easier to retwist. So even if I do a retwist and let's say I sweat and my hair unravels, all of that excess hair is not hanging out. You understand what I'm saying? These tools are amazing. They're wonderful. Again, practice. Practice makes perfect. Like I said, I tried it on the right side, well, the front side of my head the other day. I did it on, the other day I did it on this lock. Where is it? Yeah. The other day I did it on this lock. This lock had so much hair hanging out all over the place. And legit, look, in 2 minutes, all of that excess hair is not hanging out anymore. Okay, all of that excess hair is not hanging out anymore, and it's weaved into my lock perfectly. So let me see if I could try to find a lock that's like at the end of my hair that needs to be like, you know, a little bit fixed. And again, guys, this is a process. You understand, it's a process, but I feel like it is really, really worth it. You learn more about your hair, you get more in tune with your locks, and on top of that, you're not paying, you know, no crazy amount of money. Okay, so I think I found a lock. If you guys can see this lock, it's like a little bit thinning right here. It's a little thinning right here. Like if I go like this, like it can come out. Like you see how I can push my finger through the hair? That's not locked right there. So I'm gonna take my needle, and what I usually do for the ends of my locks, what I did the other day is I'll kind of like fold the lock up just a little bit, just like push it up together. My nails are so fucking long, it's so hard to show this, but okay, I'm not gonna push it up together because I want you guys to see this. So again, I'm gonna push it through and pull. That's all I'm doing. Push, pull. And I'm kind of working my way up the lock. I'm kind of working my way up the lock so, you know, it can intertwine up here. Okay, so I'm pushing it. Let's do this again. Push it through the lock, right? It's through the lock, and then I'm just gonna come up a little bit and go in at the top of, well, not the top of the lock, but go in a little bit more up to kind of like do it like a folding method, if that makes sense. And half of this that I did is already locked right here. I just have to do the bottom half now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, drop them down below in the comment section. I will link these tools where I got them from on Amazon. I will put the description down below. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit me up on my Instagram, Snapchat, and my Facebook, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm a bad bitch. What are you talking about?